G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm of course Keflos, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Path of Champions in Legends of Runeterra. We're going to be doing the 4 Star Targon Campaign against Aurelion Sol today, and we are going to be using Annie for today's run. Okay, so let's quickly go into the build real quick. So I am going with a level 24 Annie and 3 stars here, which I think is probably sufficient to take on the dragon. So in terms of a star power sip, Hyromania 2, your spells and skills deal 2 extra damage. Playful Trick plus 1 starring mana around start, create a fleeting Gal in hand. These two are going to be really good because essentially Annie's going to be heavily reliant on, her spells and skills to deal damage, so this Pyromania 2 could be really useful. And of course the playful trick here, Fleeting Gal, is also kind of important because Gal is a stun, so we can basically just get a stun on demand if we have enough mana. Alright, in terms of the champion level here, level 24, that means I do have access to the level 20 heroes welcome. However, I am still missing out on the level 28 40 star Nexus health as well as the level 30 rare relics slot 3. Now on to the relic section, and I think this is where things will get a little bit unorthodox, if you will, quite simply because of the build that I'm going with here. So I'm going with a Green Glade Shade Leaf as well as the CSF, a Corrupted Star Fragment on the Annie. Support grant my supported ally elusive, and support kill my supported ally and grant me its keywords and stats. So the idea with this one essentially is to have Annie support an ally, give it elusive, and then get the Corrupted Star Fragment to kill it and transfer the elusive. That way we could have the attack deal 2 to my blocker be direct to the Nexus, because there's going to be no blockers for Annie. Now the problem with this is that we need to have a partner, if you will, or a second card that we can sacrifice to have the Annie get elusive. If not, we are probably gonna have to give up the first attack and just deal damage straight away to the blocker, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Why do I say this is a little bit unorthodox? Because usually on Annie you'll want to run something like a Luden's Tempest here, if I can find it, of course. Luden's Tempest, there we go. All your spells and skills deal 1 extra damage, so couple that with the Pyromania 2, every attack is gonna be a deal 5 to the blocker instead. If I had the extra relic slot, I would have probably put the Luden's Tempest here, but unfortunately I don't, and quite frankly I am not really that inclined to grind, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and try this out and see how it goes. I think the deal 4 should be more than enough. Alright, so let's quickly head back out. Now I have actually tried this run 2 or 3 times actually off camera just to see if this build has some semblance or some percentage of working, and it actually has worked, but only one time. So as you can see here, I got a victory with the Annie, but it was kind of a fluke victory. We got some really good items, like I believe a Last Breath Rally as well, and I think a Stabilize that actually allowed me to take advantage of that. But yeah, it didn't really go too well in the other 2 runs, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna work. We'll just have to see, and hopefully we get a successful run here on camera. So let's go ahead and replay this adventure. Alright, we're all loaded in, and as usual, the first thing we're gonna do is check and see where the Aurelion Sol is running. He is power overwhelming, which isn't too bad. If this was unyielding, it would have been an absolute nightmare. In fact, I think if it's an unyielding, it's guaranteed to be a loss, because quite frankly, the damage output, even though it's great, the survivability of the units are kind of bad, so that's why the unyielding would have been terrible instead. Okay, let's see what the Katarina here is running. She has perfected mana flow. Ezreal here has level up, which isn't too great, and Ashe here has unyielding. Ashe could be a little bit of a problem, but I think it should be fine overall. Let's just see what power we get, and hopefully it's something great. We get summon a 2-cost unit from your deck. When you summon an ally, give it +1/+1. Summon an ally, granted a random keyword. I think we can do better than these, so we're gonna reroll for sure. When you play a spell, deal 1 to the enemy Nexus. That could be great because we might be playing a lot of spells with the stuns and whatnot. Do I want to reroll, however? That's the thing. Okay, you know what? Let's not reroll. I think the deal 1 to the Nexus is great. It's aggressive, it's nice, and it fits my definition of a aggressive playstyle. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this up. Alright, so let's head to the Ashe here. Right, let's get rid of the Captive Greyback, and yeah, we'll only get rid of 1 Captive Greyback. Draw an Annie here, which is great. Bring that on.
Come on, Tibbers. It's point time.
Let's bring on the Saboteur.
Explosive prime.
We'll attack like so. We don't want the Annie to, consume the Saboteur yet. Let's be mindful that this Ashe is unyielding, so it could be a little bit problematic, but I think it should be fine. We have a couple of stunts that we can play. We also have the Death's Hand as well. Let's not play anything here since it, you know, it passes, so we're just gonna end the round as well. Okay, so here's the beauty with the Shade Leaf build, right? The Shade Leaf and the CSF. Let's put on the Greyback first and I'll show you what I mean. Right, I think we can play a couple of spells here. Let's play a stun first, I believe, since, you know, it's essentially a fleeting, so we're gonna create one every round. We also get some good damage onto the Nexus, so I think we'll cast this. There's probably gonna be another Poro waiting in the wings, but I think it should be okay. Yeah. Alright, it's cool. This is what we'll do. We'll put the Annie on, and we'll have it eat up this Ephemeral. And we'll attack like so. Hold on, let's see how much damage we get here. What happens if we reorder this? Because we have the Unyielding. We have to try to get maximum amount of damage as possible, I believe. This is 3. 17. I think that was 18, right? Earlier, just to double check. Just 1 second. Yeah, that was definitely 18. So it's better to put Annie after that. Alright, so like I said, this is the beauty of this build, right? So essentially we get to consume the Ephemeral Captive Greyback here. We transfer the stats to the Annie, and then we get the Elusive to guarantee Nexus damage, and as well as the deal 4 that will, you know, be guaranteed to onto the Nexus. Alright, so let's go ahead and commit this. Elusive Saboteur that it's fine. What we can do is we can just stun the Ashe next turn and we should be okay. Annie's gonna get Frostburn, but it's alright.
I will unite the Freljord.
Stun this Ashe, prevent her from attacking. Get some 1 damage because of the spell burn, which is great. Okay, I think it should be okay.
My aim is true.
Put on the House Spider because we need to block these units here. Annie will survive, it's okay. Let's put the 1-1 here. We'll play a Disintegrate, and that way we take out this 3-3. Can play a Death's Hand if we want to. Yeah, let's play a Death's Hand. Let's just get rid of this guy. It's cool. Get some Nexus damage as well, which is nice. And we get a Prefect. Wonderful. How fitting. Just the card that we need. Alright, I want to see how much damage we get here. We just attack straight up. Let's consume the 2-2. 18 damage. I think it should be fine, right? Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Are you ready, Tippers? You can do better than that. Come on. Is that all you got?
Alright, wonderful.
Let's go make some more friends.
Alright, I think you can roughly see the idea I'm going for here. And we have a fairly decent card in the Lord Broadmain. Deal 2 to an enemy of fast spells, slow spells, and skill set. When I damage or a stun or damage enemy, kill it. This could be fairly decent. So I think we're going to pick this up. It is a 6 cost though, which is the problem, but I think it's alright. Let's see what we get here in the support champion. We get Zoe, we get Ornn and Sejuani. I think we're gonna reroll these. None of these look that great with the Annie, and I think I'd like to see if we could get something a little bit better. We'll not try to spend too many rerolls because I like to save that for powers, but yeah, let's just spend 1 time. We get Shen, we get Vi, and we get Kayn. I think the Vi could be great, right? Because, hold on, this is... Oh, Patrol Warden. Okay, I thought this was that gotcha thing. The gotcha spell that actually will, what do you call that? Will actually deal 3 to the next... 3 to a unit, actually. I think the Shen could be decent here, right? The Ephemeral could be fairly useful. Barrier is also kind of nice, actually. Kai Guardian is a burst spell. Spirit's Refuge is also burst. None of these are actually that great with Annie, now that all things is considered. Grant Ally to 4-4 with the suit up could be fairly great. I tell you what, we are probably just gonna go with the Shen. I'm not really sure if this is the right pick here, but I think the Shen looks decent, so we'll pick it up. Barrier is of course nice. Lifesteal is also kind of decent. Let's see, we have a Tahm Kench here as well as a Fiora. I am definitely going to want to head to the shop here, so we're probably going to go to the easier enemy. I think Fiora could be fairly easy if we could win, you know, really early compared to the Tahm Kench. Okay, so I think we'll head to the Fiora. Get the Shen here, which is great. That means the chances of drawing an Annie is higher, and I think we'll keep this. This looks like a fairly decent start.
I'm actually here.
Okay, we're gonna stun the Citria. Doesn't really matter, you can play in front. Put on the Saboteur.
I have my orders.
Let's put on Annie here.
Come out, wherever you are.
Oh, looks like a free Nexus. I think we'll play the Saboteur again.
Lose its pride.
Alright, cool. Let's just stun this Citria here. Alright, wonderful. So I'll attack like so. Make sure Annie's not consuming anything yet. 14 damage. Beautiful. You just play Death's Hand and we get the win next turn, which is great. So that means we don't need to worry too much about the Fiora. Alright, doesn't really matter. We win.
Let's go make some more friends.
Alright, we get a Challenger to the Mana Soul. Game start draw on the Gal. I don't think we need this because essentially we're going to be creating Gals every turn. So I think it's better to get an upgrade on the Mana Soul here. Alright, let's see. We have a gold chest and a shop. We're definitely going to head to the shop here. Let's grab a power. Ally dies for the first time. Somebody Haunted Tomb. This could be fairly decent. It's not the greatest, but I think we'll just pick it up. It's cool. Do we need any cards here? I don't think we need anything. The Obliterate is kind of expensive, and chances are we might not be playing that. Okay, I tell you, let's not buy anything here. We'll just leave. Let's see what options. We have a Smooth Soloist and a Champion item chest. This is what I don't like. I wish, you know, this fork would probably be later on or something. Smooth Soloist is really, really good because we get an extra power. Champion item chest here is also great because we get an upgrade to the Annie. I think we're still going to go to the Smooth Soloist because a power is probably better than a Champion item. And let's see, we have Poppy here with Unstable Inventory. We're going to take her on. Alright, again we get a Shen, which is great. That means the chances of drawing Annie is much higher. So we'll just get rid of the Kai Guard in here. I think we can get rid of the Greyback as well. If we could get a cheap unit, it could be fairly decent. Get a Mana Soul. Not the cheapest, but it's workable.
Come out, wherever you are.
Alright, we're gonna stun this guy. And we're gonna attack. And Spellbound could be really useful, actually. Because, like, if the Asol has a lot of spell shields, right? Even if we cannot stun a unit with spell shield, at least we get 1 damage to the Nexus. So, yeah, we get to deal chip damage, essentially.
Put that hammer on Caitlyn.
I traded it for this way cooler one.
Alright, we're gonna want to play a Death's Hand immediately. Just free up the Annie and get a unit to block the 2-1. Because the Annie could be important to getting our victory here.
Well, ain't that
I'm gonna play a Shen here because I think I have an idea what I want to do.
The fate of mortals and spirits.
Alright, cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna put the Shen, the regular Shen to support the Annie.
Enforce
And we're gonna have the Annie support the Ephemeral Shen. That way we get as much damage as possible. Wonderful.
Defensive stance.
Take a little bit damage there, but it's fine. We have a spare Death's Hand. We just cast it and we win next turn.
Wouldn't be a quest without some danger.
Alright, we get Yusari, Greenglade Caretaker, and Blastcone Seedling. If I'm gonna be honest, none of these are that great. Yusari could be the best here because it has Elusive and Challenger. It's a really high attack stat as well. I feel like the Seedling could be decent as well. When I'm summoned, give me Barrier. We could actually have Annie consume this if we want to. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna go with the Blastcone Seedling. We don't really need this extra elusive, so I think we'll go with this. The impact could be decent because it's Nexus damage, and with Annie essentially striking the Nexus, chances are we're gonna be able to trigger it consistently. Alright, let's set the Smooth Soloist here. We get a random 1-cost Poro is great. When you summon a 1-cost ally granted +2/+2, that could be amazing with the Annie, right? Because immediately it's gonna be able to attack. Or do we want the little buddies? Actually, these are really good powers here. Sorcery, Yips Genius, and little buddies here. I tell you what, I think we'll go with the Yips Genius because Annie can take advantage of that, and the Legion Saboteur can also kind of benefit from that. So I think we'll go with the Yips Genius. Alright, let's head to the shop here. Get another power. We actually don't have enough because we're out. Buy cards. We actually get a Misfortune here, which could have been good, but I think, you know, it's fine. We're not going to fret too much about it. I think we'll just leave here, and we're going to head to the Ezreal. Okay, so this is a fairly decent enough start. I think we'll keep this. Any on?
Come out,
Oh crap, true shot. No, I think we're fine, I think we're fine. Let's stun this guy. I forgot about this true shot here. This is 2 damage to Annie, which is a little bit concerning because next turn we're probably gonna die here with the Annie. I'm not sure. We're just gonna hope that we're fine, so we're just gonna attack immediately first. Might just play the barrier on it just to prevent that true shot from kicking in. I'm a bit concerned about that now that I think about it.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
We don't have enough to actually prevent that true shot either. Yeah, this isn't good. I think we'll stun the Ezreal here, right? Or do we want to take out this arm gear head? You know what, let's take out the arm gear head. At least we get an extra unit as well. Oh wait, the true shot is 1 cost. Okay, okay, so good thing I saw that. That means we're kind of safe here. I think it should still be fine. We'll deal 4 here. Get a Arachnoid Sentry, which is not the best item, not the best unit, but I think it should be okay. At least we can just have Annie consume it. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Or do we want to risk it and play the Shen first? Nah, you know what? Let's not risk it. Let's just attack immediately, get the barrier on the Annie with the Spirit Refuge, and then get the lifesteal back. Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it.
No sweat.
All right, Spirit Refuge. I know this is gonna come on, but it's fine. Probably might need to play that second Spirit Refuge next turn, but I think it should be okay. If we can play it smartly, we should be fine. Right, so we might need enough mana for this. Let's just stun this 2/2 here. Okay, Spirit Refuge. Alright. Take the 5 damage here, it's cool. We'll bring on the Shen next turn. Hopefully he doesn't play the True Shot first, that way we could attack right off the bat.
The fate of mortals and spirits.
Oh, I placed the True Shot first. Damn it. I wish it didn't. I think it should be okay then, so yeah, it's alright, it's alright. We should still be able to work with it, I'd say. Should have just attacked first. It's my mistake, it's my mistake. Alright, it's cool. I guess we're gonna have to wait for another Annie. In the meantime, we'll probably just try to chip it down with some spells first. We'll probably play a Spell Slinger and Stun here.
Go on, Fang. Just like I taught you. Get him.
We don't have enough mana for the Gal, but it's fine. I guess what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have the support like so.
Worthy.
Slowly have to chip down the Nexus, I believe. We'll probably just spam Mana Souls next turn and try to get some damage onto the Nexus.
Give me a weapon, I'll give it fire.
Hey, Donnie, tell me about Mage Side again.
So, are there these extra colors all around us?
Can actually play this if we want to, right? Let's just see if we just randomly put it here. I just want to test, just to see how much damage we get. 4 damage. I think we'll not play that yet. Let's actually play another Mana Soul instead, I think. Then we can just play the stun. Be better that way. Maybe.
Oh, that's so cool. There's magic, and then there's me.
Alright, so I think this is what we can do. We can put the Shen here. We'll probably sack the Shen.
Immediately. Understood.
I have an idea, hold on. It should be enough, right? Yeah, that's definitely enough. Great. So that's exactly what I was planning for.
Help.
Alright, a little bit scrappy there, but I think it was kinda alright. So we definitely need some form of spell shield on the Annie. However, I'm not gonna spend the reroll here because the last thing I wanna do is, waste the reroll on a item. I think it's better to spend it on a power node. So I think we're just gonna pick up the mana deposit here. It looks like the best on Annie because we could bring on more cheap units if we get them. So I think we're just gonna ping this on her. Alright, let's see what we get here in the next power node. Nap 1, summon 2 armed gearhead, and fleeting 0 cost counterfeit copies, and then I think we'll spend 1 reroll. We can definitely do better than this. Okay, created cards cost 1 less is great because we have the created Gal in hand, so that means we get a 0 cost Gal. I'm definitely gonna pick this up. And let's see, we have Karma here with the level up, which isn't the greatest. Jhin here is having a perfected mana flow. I feel like the Jhin is going to be easier to take on compared to the Karma. Let's see what the rewards are first. This is a Rekindler, this is a gold chest, as well as a healer. None of these are that great, so I think I might as well just go to the Jhin and maybe head towards the goal. Alright, so I think we're gonna reroll most of these because they are kinda not great. We want some cheap units. Get the Shen here, alright. That means we are gonna definitely get an Annie, which is great.
My first big mission.
We're gonna stun this Boom Kuruki, prevent it from dealing damage to us. Alright, we can actually play the Annie here, get the mana deposit refill.
Come on, Tibbers. It's playtime.
Wish there was a cost reduction on the Greyback, but I think it's alright. Let's put on the Prefect here. Do we? Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Hi, are you new too? I'm Annie. You're something special, aren't you, Annie?
Oh crap, it's a Jhin. No, I think we might be able to circumvent that. Let's actually get rid of the spell shield here. Yeah, I think so. Let's get rid of the spell shield just in case we need to cast it on the next turn or something. So it's still good, I would say.
You can do better than that.
I will give them a show to remember.
Alright, so we'll probably just consume this Prefect here, right? Or do we want to play Disintegrate first? No, we'll not do that. Let's immediately just consume the Prefect here.
Come on, is that all you got?
We'll try to play kind of aggressively at least, I think. That's the plan. Waits edge to the Nexus is fine. We're gonna let that commit. We're not gonna bring on the Shen yet. It's probably better to bring it on an attacking turn. Might just stun the Jhin here, actually.
I'm done being scared.
Let's put on this Mana Soul first.
Wanna play with tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll stun the Jhin here. We'll play Death's Hand and take out the Boom Kuruki.
I can, help.
Fired.
Beautiful. Is
Alright,
it
it's alright.
We must all strive to be worthy of the arts.
Let's go. You can do better than that. I've got us covered.
Okay, so everyone's protected. We'll just put the Annie here and just prevent this 5 damage here. Can't even actually put the 4-5 here if we wanted to, but it's alright.
That's so cool.
I'll see.
Regardless, I think we should still have the win. Because 5 damage here, right? So I think it should be okay. Let's see.
I wanna learn. I can, help.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the tippers! Smells like burning. Did you like that, Tippers? Wasn't it fun?
Alright, beautiful. So looks like we get a Usari here and a Arachnoid Sentry. I think we'll go with the Arachnoid Sentry. The stun is considered a skill, so that could actually work with the Annie here. So I think we'll pick this up. And we're definitely going to want to head to the gold chest because I don't think the health is that important. We could get some extra gold for the future nodes as well, so I think that's far better. That way we also have our pick between Caitlyn and Zoe. We'll probably head to the easier one. Caitlyn is unstable inventory, Zoe is power overwhelming. I think Caitlyn feels easier, right? The 4+1... okay, Flash Bomb Trap could be a little bit frightening here. Zoe, however, is also not that great because after all, she is really cheap. That means she can, of course, match us for aggression. I think we're gonna head to the Caitlyn. I know this sounds like crazy, but I think we should be fine.
I'm on the...
Alright, so we're gonna get rid of one Arachnoid Sentry. In fact, we'll get rid of both of them. They have the Farsight Alteration, so chances are we're gonna guarantee a draw. Let's just hope we draw an Annie here, because if we draw a Shen, it could be a little bit problematic. We got an Annie, cool. Get another one as well. Not bad. I haven't seen the Legion Saboteur yet, which is kind of unfortunate. The reason why I picked up the Yips Genius is mainly for the Legion Saboteur. But I think it should be okay. Let's put on the Annie here.
Come on, Tippers. It's playtime.
When tribe calls, a reply is proper.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for the spell slinger, buddy.
It's Mr. Kaitero. Kai.
It's Kythera, Annie. Hey, Tibbers.
Alright, so I think we're just gonna consume the spell slinger here, because if it has a flash bomb trap and if it connects to a spell slinger, it's gonna die regardless, so we might as well just kill it here. Get the extra Nexus damage, which is nice.
Smells like burning.
Probably should have just played the stun there because we get the spell burn damage, right? Yeah, we definitely should have done that. It's cool. It's my bad, but it's cool. Alright, Caitlyn here, we'll just stun it with the Arachnoid Sentry. And we'll just play the stun, just stun this guy, get the 1 damage. Alright, I think we'll put on the Mana Soul first. I think I have an idea here.
Hey Donnie, tell me about Mage Sight again.
So, are there these extra colors?
Alright,
all
so
around?
let's do a Gal and just stun the Caitlyn.
That's so cool. First the smoke, then the fire, then the dividends!
Okay, we're pretty fine. Let's just bring on the Legion Saboteur just to guarantee extra damage, but pretty much we're okay. Let's just eat the 3-2 Arachnoid Sentry, and I think we should have enough damage. Beautiful.
Are you ready, Tippers? Let's race, you and me. Did you like that, Tippers? Wasn't it fun?
Alright, so we get a upgrade to the Shen and the Spirit's Refuge. I'm definitely not going to upgrade to the Shen for the reason I've always stated, because the last thing I want to do is, you know, give myself too many Shen, and with too many Shens, the chances of drawing the Annie goes down, so that's the last thing I want. So I think we'll just probably pick up an upgrade to the Spirit's Refuge here. Okay, we're going to head to the shop here and see what we get. Someone an ally granted a random keyword is fine, we're going to pick this up. If we could get a scout on the Annie, that could be great. I see a fork here, which I don't really like, but let's see what other cards that we can pick up here. We can grab a Yusari with a free attack. That could be fairly decent. Deal 1 to anything or draw 1. I think, you know what, we're finally going to pick up the Yusari. This is a really good unit to have. A good, sorry, not unit, a good item to have. The Quick Strike Blade, so I think we'll pick up probably 2 copies of it. Alright, and let's see what we have here. We have a Nautilus and a Zed. The Zed is protecting a fallen feline, and Nautilus is a champion item chest. I think we're going to take on the Nautilus. We should be able to close out the game easily because we are playing kind of aggressively, and the champion item chest is also a nice thing to pick up. Alright, we'll get rid of Yusari because it's kind of expensive. We only need 1 Blast Cone. We'll keep the House Spider in case we need to get double units to block, and let's hope we draw an Annie here. Oh, we get a Shen. Why? On the battle, we need the Annie, we get a Shen. What is this luck? Alright, anyway, I think we should still be able to work with it. Let's actually put on the House Spider. Because this guy's Barrier, I don't want to give that up yet. Alright, we're gonna attack like so. Put on the Prefect here.
I'm done being scared. It's their turn.
Alright, we'll play the Gal just to stun it and get that 1 damage to the Nexus.
Better than that.
I need that Annie. I really hope we get that Annie here. Oh man. That knot is probably gonna come on, right? We need to close out the game quickly. The problem with the knot is that if we let it go deep, it's really gonna be a nightmare, like you probably might have seen in the Kai'Sa battle. So yeah, that Annie not getting the Annie here is kind of bad. I think we'll probably put on. Do we want to attack straight up?
Let's go.
4 damage. You know what? Let's chance it. Let's not do anything. Let's actually bring on a Shen here.
2 worlds, 1 balance.
You have got to be joking, right? Ah, come on. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We can still stun the 4-6 and we lose our Shen, but it's cool, it's cool. It is what it is. Alright, so I guess we'll attack like so. We'll drag the 2-1 here. At least the barrier protect this guy. We get 7 damage onto the Nexus. 3 damage, actually. I'm really worried about a deep here. Extremely concerned. A deep here with Annie could be a lot of trouble because we don't have the necessary survivability to deal with it. We must get rid of it before it goes deep. I don't think we need to stun the Knot here. We shouldn't be too concerned about that. Let's stun the 4-6 instead.
You can do better than that.
Okay, this might be a free attack here, so we'll play the Yusari first. 4 damage onto the Nexus is fine. Alright, I think we're gonna attack straight up. We should have enough damage, hopefully. Let's attack like so. We'll have Shen protect our key units.
I find them unworthy.
Something like this. Let's put this 4-6 here. Okay, I think we might have enough. We can just play a Death's Hand and we have enough Nexus damage. Okay, that's definitely great. We can even play Disintegrate. Get rid of this Nautilus here. Can we? Yep, wonderful.
Come on. Is that all you got?
The Kinku.
Alright, doesn't really matter. We have Death's Hand here. Get rid of this guy and we win.
You can do better than that.
You fought with honor.
Alright, we get a regeneration on the House Spider here. +1/+3 on the Wrathful Rider. This is a really big unit, which could be great. If we could grant this on the Annie, that could be amazing. Deal 3 to an ally or deal 3 to anything. I think we might just go with the House Spider here, right? Regeneration could be better because we can bring it on early. Because, you know, the Aurelion Sol will probably, you know, by the time we reach 5 mana, the Aurelion Sol is probably going to be too damn powerful. So it might be better to play it really aggressively from the get-go. I think we're going to go with the House Spider here. Alright, so we're gonna head to the champion item chest. We get regeneration regardless, a +1/+1 Fury and attack nap 1. I think we're gonna get the +1/+1 Fury. That way Annie gets a little bit more health and a little bit more damage, which I think could be decent. Let's head to the healer here. We don't need the health. And we're gonna take on Cat.
Ready.
Okay, so let's get rid of Broadmane because he is kind of expensive. We can keep the Greyback here, so I think we should be okay. I hope. Alright, beautiful. We get the Annie, which is nice. We can stun the Cat here because we have the Guile.
Come on, Tibbers. It's fight time.
No going back.
Play the House Spider here. Alright, let's have Annie consume the tree, and we should get some good damage.
Blood for Nexus.
Alright, what happens if we put Annie here? The Cat will still recall, right? Yeah, she's gonna recall. So I think it might be worth just to probably just put the 2/2 here. Or do you... No, we can actually get the regeneration on Annie next turn, I think. No, actually, hold on. That's probably not great. That cat's gonna come on again. Okay, tell you what, we'll sack the spider. I think it's okay. I have an idea.
Violence solves everything.
Alright, bring on the Mana Soul.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like
Cat's
fun.
gonna come on here.
Never play fair.
And we stun her.
That's so cool.
Mana Soul deals 1 damage. We get 1 Nexus damage from the Blade's Edge. It's cool.
It's just a nick.
Okay, I think we might just have to win here, right?
This way.
Let's see, let's see.
I'm late for class.
Yeah, we definitely do. We have more than enough damage. We'll just commit this.
Cool. Now Ember.
Where there's fire, there's Tippers! Lovely! Burn me.
Without mercy. This might hurt.
Let's go make some more friends!
Alright, so we get some rewards here, and okay, so we get the Spell Shield, which is probably something that I was about to talk about actually. I wanted to say we might need a Spell Shield because into the Aurelion Sol, if the Annie gets obliterated, that could be a really big problem. So yeah, it's a good thing we got the Spell Shield here. What a timely pickup, so I'm definitely gonna pick this up. Alright, so let's head to the power node here. Your spells cost 1 less. We already have a card, created cards cost 1 less, so we don't really need that. Create 3 Chrono Bricks in your deck. I don't think we need that either. Allies attack nap 1. I don't think that's too great, so we're gonna reroll here. Game Star get a Mana Gem. When you summon a champion, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it. These two are really, really good, so I'm torn here because this could actually mean we get a lot of damage with the Annie here. The Mana Gem could also mean that we get to play more units, actually. This is a really, really tough decision here. I think we're gonna go with the Mana Flow because it might be better overall. Stabilize summon a champion, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it. Do I want this? That's the problem. Do I really need this? You know what? I think we're gonna go with the Mana Flow. This could be a really bad decision here. I'm not really sure because both of these are really, really good. But I think we're gonna go with the Mana Flow. Alright, let's head to the Yasuo here because we want to head to the shop. Alright, so let's get rid of the... No, actually we'll keep this. This is a great start. Part of me wishes I had to stabilize now because quite frankly we can play the Annie and then play the House Spider and essentially we could have the Ephemeral Annie consume the other Spider and we still get some good damage. But, you know, I think it's fine. Let's just drop the Annie here.
Let's go make some friends, Tippers!
Ready, willing, and learn.
Sparring Student. I think we'll drop the House Spider.
What's today's lesson?
We'll stun one of it. I think we're gonna consume the 2/2/1. That way we transfer the impact and the, the tough. Probably should have just hanged this guy back. Yeah, I probably made a mistake here. We probably should have just hanged this guy back here. It's my mistake, it's my mistake.
Focus.
I think it's still fine though. Can we just kill this guy? We don't need to play this anyway. It has more than enough damage. Yasuo's gonna come on here, but we can stun it, which is great.
I go where the road takes me.
Are you the one with win technique? And punch.
Alright, their Sand will take out this guy. Prevent it from dealing damage.
Left foot, left foot.
Lifesteal is great. We can just, have Annie swallow this and basically we win. Yeah, we definitely should win here, I think. We just attack like so. 21 damage. I think it's more than enough.
Hope you brought friends.
Ah, the stuns. Okay, the Steel Tempest could be a little bit problematic, but I think it should be fine. Let's still play the Disintegrate, get rid of this Yasuo here.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the shivers! Say night night! Smells like burning.
Clear my thing.
Okay, so let's put on the House Spider. I wish there was something that we could cast the Gal on, but it's fine, we'll just end the round.
Death is like the
Okay, I think this is a really good chance to do something. Let's play a stun on the Yasuo first.
My friend and I, soul collectors.
Alright, so what we can do is we can actually just play the Tibbers here and get the damage onto these guys. Wonderful. And we should have the win next turn, provided there's no more stuns, so I think it should be okay. Just for safe measure, we'll just bring on the Legion Saboteur as well. And Elusive Tibbers is not bad actually, so thanks to the random keyword thing. Right, I think it should be fine. We're just gonna attack with everything.
This way. They wanna play in the fire.
Just looking out for the public.
Did you like that, Tibbers? Wasn't it fun?
Okay, we get a studded letter on the Annie, which is great. We're gonna pick this up. And let's see what we get here in the shop node. By a power, we get... First card you play each round costs 1 less for every 20 cards that start in your deck. That could be great, actually, right? Yeah, that's definitely good. So we're gonna pick this up. Because, we could play some of the other units first, and then play the Annie, get the mana refill, and then we can get, even more units on the board. So basically just swarm the board in the early game. That is amazing. Alright, in terms of the cards here, anything else? The True Shot Barrage could be kinda decent, but I don't think we're gonna want that. You know what, let's not purchase anything. We should be fine, and I think it should be okay. So let's just go ahead and head to the Gangplank here with the Power Overwhelming. Alright, let's get rid of the Usari here, because it's kinda expensive. House Spider, not bad. Please draw us an Annie here. Wonderful. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. We are probably gonna... Hold on, mana deposit when I'm summoned, refill your mana equal to my cost. Ah, okay, okay. So, I think it might be worth it to bring on the... No, we can still bring on the Greyback. We can play really aggressively here. Let's bring on the Greyback. I have an idea. Annie on?
Come on, Tibbers. It's playtime.
Mana refill, we bring on the Legion Saboteur. Stun, we stun the 3-1. We can definitely play really aggressively here, which is great. Let's attack like so. Let's drag the 2-1 to this... Oh no, it's the Challenger is only on the Annie. Okay, so we can't really do anything here. Let's not drag anything. Do we want to put the Powder Keg? Nah, we don't need to. It has Fearsome, we should be able to deal good Nexus damage. And we definitely deal good Nexus damage here with 26. Okay, we're gonna commit this. rally here would have been so damn good, you know, because essentially we could just keep attacking and get the turn 1 victory or something. But it is what it is. Just have to wait it out a little bit. It's not too bad. Can't get rid of the Dreadway, which is a little bit sad. Okay, so deal 8, it's probably gonna kill everyone here, so I think we'll just block this guy. Oh, Fearsome. Okay, so we're gonna have to use the 4-3 on the Dreadway. And can we actually play a Spirit's Refuge if we want to? Yeah, that can actually work, right? We do Spirit's Refuge on this guy first, because it's 2-3, it's guaranteed to survive. Can we get a doubling dice? We don't get doubling dice. If we had the doubling dice, we played on the Legion Saboteur, it survives as well. A little bit cheesy, but you know, it's fine. We're just committed. We still get the win, so it's cool. Alright, let's drop the House Spider just for fun. We should get the victory here.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
We'll even play the stun, why not? Alright, wonderful.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the chimneys! They want to play in the fire.
Best run while you can.
Let's go make some more friends!
Okay, we do get the Misfortune here, but I don't think we want this, because the last thing we want is to have too many cards in our hand, or essentially draw the wrong champion. So, I feel like we're probably just gonna go with the Kai Garden here. The barrier could be fairly decent, and we get a summon random 1-cost Power as well, so I think we'll pick this up. Alright, let's head to the Irelia here, and level up isn't the greatest on the Irelia, but we'll deal with it.
Fight for the
Okay, this is a fairly decent start. We're gonna keep this.
What do you call that technique?
Okay, I think we'll put on the Prefect first.
What good's power if you're not gonna use it?
You are the tool.
Kane, okay. I think we'll immediately stun it here, because it's kinda dangerous.
You can do better than that.
Alright, so let's put on the Annie first, and then we bring on the Legion Saboteur.
Hey, Annie. Think Tippers wants to come play? Tippers, do you want to come play? Tippers says yes.
And we should be okay. We should be able to get the win next turn if we're lucky. Aurelia's gonna come on, so it might be wise to attack straight up. Or do we want to risk it and bring on the Mana Soul first? I feel like I'm gonna gamble a little bit. Okay, let's bring on the Mana Soul.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Okay, you know what? Oh, it doesn't have the attack token, so we're really safe. All right, let's stun the Irelia. Can play a Arachnoid Sentry or Spellslinger and stun the Kane as well. We should be okay. We can't even just kill this guy. Yeah, I think I have an idea here. Let's see if that works. Let's stun the Irelia first.
Come on, that all you got?
Okay, I think we're safe. Spellslinger will stun the Kane here.
Oh, it's Fang and Fed.
You're okay, Donnie. No biggie. Fang's turn.
Alright, beautiful. So put Annie here. I think we'll consume the 3-1, because this is an 8-7 elusive. We might as well just let it attack. And we shall attack like so. We should have more than enough damage. Wonderful.
You can do better than that.
Focus. Focus.
Did you
Alright, cool. So we get an upgrade to Disintegrate here. We are just gonna immediately pick this up. And now we're gonna take on the dragon. Oh man, Azreal starts with the attack token, which isn't too great. We are definitely gonna want to re-roll some of the expensive units, so let's get rid of the Broad Main. I think we can get rid of Disintegrate as well, right? Yeah, I think we'll get rid of it. We'll keep the Death's Hand though. Get 2 House Spiders here, which are fairly cheap, which isn't too bad.
Come hither, you beasts of glory.
I'm gonna put on the Mana Soul first.
Everyone here is so cool.
Okay, might be able to make something work here. Let's put on the House Spider. Play the stun just to get the 1 Nexus damage. 4 Nexus damage because of the Mana Soul. Let's play the Prefect first. No, Prefect's not the right call because we won't have enough mana to play the Annie. Okay, so I think we'll play the Sentry first and stun this Trundle here.
Cool. Spell Embers.
Bring on the Annie now.
Whoa. I've never seen a doll with an aura.
His name is Tippers, and he's not just a doll.
Do we need the Prefect here? Can we just go immediately and get the win? I think we're not gonna muck around. We're just gonna attack like so. Let's see how much damage is this. 6-7. This is only half of it, which isn't too great. I feel like we've, you know, outlived our generosity here. I doubt the Azreal is gonna let us, you know, attack like so. Or do we want to get rid of it? No, not get rid of it, but do we want to bring on the Prefect? Yeah, you know what? Let's bring on the Prefect.
I don't like your aura.
Then stay out of my way.
I actually have a better idea. Let's stun this guy. I just realized we had this Gal here. Wasn't paying attention.
The summit's final trial.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna attack like right now. We're gonna drag this 5-5 here. At least we get rid of it. Hecarim, oh my lord, we need to stun this Hecarim. We have to stun this Hecarim, if not it's gonna be really, really problematic.
I can, help.
Alright, obliterates that guy, it's cool. We can actually play Death's Hand here if we want to get rid of the 2-2. Yeah, I think we'll do that. It should be okay. Right? Hold on, how the hell did it have a lifesteal here? Where's the lifesteal coming from? One second. Where the hell is that lifesteal coming from? Is it from this? Oh yeah, Helio Nexus 3. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to the text. This Spirit Refuge isn't really gonna do anything, so I think we're just gonna resolve here. No, actually, I have a better idea. Let's pass the turn first, because we might need to block some of these guys, and we could get a Spirit's Refuge and a doubling dice on it. We could potentially, you know, kill some units and, you know, have them survive, so it could be far better. So I think we're just gonna pass the turn first. Alright, Trundle. I think we'll Spirit Refuge. We might just Spirit Refuge the Annie here, right? Because 8-10, it's probably gonna survive. And we take less damage that way.
Don't make me hurt you.
Yep. Beautiful. Okay, tell you, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack straight up. We're gonna attack with everything. Where the hell is that guy? The 6-7. We'll drag the 5-2 here. And we should have enough damage.
That's so cool. I want to play a game of hide and burn. Lovely.
Wonderful.
Did you like that, Tibbers? Wasn't it fun?
Alright guys, so that is the Aurelion Sol encounter done here with Annie, and to be fair, this was a really fun one because, you know, Annie's a really weak unit, right? After all, Shinji starts at the 0-2, so it's obviously very nice to see how we get the buffer and essentially what relics we get on her and essentially how it works out. So I think we got kind of lucky as well in the powers department. We got a lot of epic powers here. Spellburn on the first node, Yip's Genius, welcome gifts, that gives us a keyword, Mana Flow, and of course the stack against them, further cost reduction. That way we could just swarm the board early on and just, you know, deal a lot of Nexus damage right off the bat. But if I'm gonna be honest with you, I am frankly surprised, pleasantly surprised actually, because, you know, to be honest, on the surface, on paper, Annie doesn't really look like a champion that you might want to use into ASOL, but, you know, all things considered, it actually might be a good choice here if you have the right build. It's just too bad, like I said earlier, that I don't have access to an extra relic slot. If not, I would have probably gone with a Luden's Tempest just to get her a little bit more damage on the attack, but I think it should be fine. The Greenlit Shadeleaf and the Corrupted Star Fragment, these two are really good, regardless of what champion. I think most of the champions that actually come on early and are kind of weak will actually benefit from it. So yeah, it could be a really good pickup if you guys have these two relics. But yeah, regardless, it should still be okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider leaving a like as well as subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate your support, but most importantly, it's so that you don't miss future episodes or uploads of Legends of Runeterra or Path of Champions content just like this one. And with that being said, this is Kefla signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me as well. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.